This is Jordan Tao with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so Young Thug has an album, like a song on his album, redoing the N-word over and over and over. And then it's trying to be controversial. I don't know. There's a couple like really horrible songs on this album. Like I'd say half the album is trash. Then the ones that he has features on, it's like they challenged him to do his best, except for the Future one. That one was trash too. Now, he put out a statement saying, Rod Wave had a verse blaming Jesus. And I'm sorry to my fans, my team didn't put it on the song. Doing some firing in the AM, and the song will be fixed tomorrow. I'm sorry to the fans. What do you mean you're sorry to the fans? You should be more religious after you just escaped going to jail for 20 years, you know? You should be more religious, period. But you shouldn't allow that on your album. You're platforming something very negative, you know? Sorry, but that's just how I feel. Then we got 1090 Jake making excuses for Young Thug for his snitching. He says he didn't snitch because it was an old video. Like, Young Thug paid for this kind of promo, you know, like, all right, I'm going to pay you to say, and it's fine. 1090 Jake, you know, he got paid, and he's the guy who usually exposes people for snitching, and him saying he's not a snitch means something, but it doesn't in this case, because we all heard the same tapes. We heard the same interrogation tapes. I don't care if they came out in, you know, when Young Thug was born or when they came out yesterday, okay? And if Seti Nash reintroduced him, because why would he reintroduce him? To bring a new light onto it. Because you know what? Young Thug is a hypocrite. Sitting down with the cops and everything is just as bad as what Gunna did. And that's what Seti Nash was trying to highlight. And I actually appreciate that, because rappers should be held to the same standard as everybody else, and the same standards they hold everybody else to in their crew. You know? This is inexcusable. I hope YFN Lucci outsells Young Thug. I hope Young Thug still does well. But I hope YFN Lucci, who made a really great album, stood tall. I don't agree with everything that went on with him. We'll get to that in a second. But, yeah, you know, it's just like Young Thug is a snitch. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's what he is, okay? If you sit down with the cops and you start telling them too much information, talking about your record deal, Gucci Mane and this and this person. Oh, you want to hear about this person? You are a rat, okay? And then he has the nerve to point fingers at QCP and everybody else when he was doing the same type of BS. Whack 100 started off by trying to defend him, and now he turned the other side because it's more popular to go against Young Thug to him. But he was defending him before, I'll give him that, and you should stand on what you stand on. Now, YFN Lucci does an interview a while ago, and he talks about the day that changed his life, where his friend died and he had to kick him out the car. He was like, no, we left him on the side of the road. He was dead weight. We couldn't lift him in the car. Bro, we saw the video, bro. There's a whole video you kicking his body out of the car and moving. He says my adrenaline was rushing, and you know they were still shooting at us and this and that. Bro, but you still pushed your friend's dead body out of the car instead of taking him to a hospital or something. You still got caught. You know, you still got caught. It's not like you got away with it. So, yeah. While he stayed in jail, stood tall, and didn't tell nobody or anything, I also say, bro, I would not want to be friends with him. This guy could get you in a shootout, you die, or you get shot. He'll just leave you. He'll just kick you out the car. Kick you out the car and keep it moving. That's insane. Now, his album is good. He's done he should... I guess him and Young Thug are going to drop a video to that song, too. That's what I heard. I mean, you know, it's good promo, but like I don't think they're going to be best friends hanging out after this. I mean, a lot was said, a lot was done with those two's beef, but I don't know. And YFN Lucci might sell more than Young Thug, who knows? But he's piggybacking off of Young Thug's major label promo, which is smart. Then we got AB apologizing to camera for how he acted on the show. He says, big bro, man, I can truly apologize, my guy. I mess with you heavy. screw all the internet shit, blah, blah, blah. I was locked up the guy I was locked up was a baby, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to shake myself back together, basically. Next chapter in life. And then he says, all love. Now, Cameron accepted his apology, and he says, hey, man, it's all good. You know, we feel the same about each other with much respect. And, you know, I'm here for whatever you need if you're shaking back. That's good, man. You know, AB was just drunk, and he's been going through something for a while. Like, I don't think things are panning out the way he thought as far as boxing. There's a lot of politics that happens, and you have to have a good promotional team. You have to be signed to the right agency, and you have to have the right things to offer. And Adrien Broner is more of a showman, and he got distracted with the rap thing. Then we got Nas. He gets approved for the $5 billion casino. Page 6 reports battle over Jay-Z decades after famous rap beef. Now, Nas was the front man for this another casino in Queens, because there already is one, and Jay-Z is the front man for this other company to be having a casino in Times Square. Obviously, his was denied. So they took a little shot at Jay-Z when they approved Nas, and they says, Queens get the money, Queens wins again. Talking about the ether, you know, the beef back in 2002 with Jay-Z and Nas. And he says, sorry, Jay-Z, but we win again. Queens get the money. Now, Nas is going to be super rich after this one. And last part of the story, we got Diddy. So they had the hearing yesterday, and they were arguing that they did not prove the Mann Act. They didn't have enough evidence to prove the Mann Act. Even though drugs and everything was involved in his doings, a Mann Act is basically doing transportation for prostitution. Diddy wasn't doing that, okay? And, you know, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Is Diddy a weird person and messed up? Yes, okay? There's no reason for him to put hands on a woman. There's no reason for a woman to put hands on him. But that's not what they that's not what they brought up in trial to charge him with, you know? They tried to do the Mann Act, which is a stretch. That is a big stretch. Anyways, I'll keep you updated on the Diddy thing. He has his thing coming up in October 3rd, I think, for sentencing. And, you know, he'll probably get time served or something. Anyways, this is Jordan Tao with JT News. Smash that like button. Peace.